welcome to Boycast, episode 1. We're the boys, and we're making a podcast.
That's a thing that's accurate, I'd say.
Yeah. All right. So, who are we? Well, I'm Elvis.
God, this is so proper.
And let me tell you about me. I have a YouTube channel, and it's called Elvis Pelvis. And I also have another channel that's kind of inactive, but, you know, every once in a while I might upload, so just in case. It's called Smelvis, and I also have an Instagram and a Facebook, and I'm also part of Galactic Thrust, which has a YouTube and a Facebook and an Instagram.
My God.
And all that.
iTunes.
Do we have to do it all in one
It's
breath?
also, we have an album on Spotify
iTunes.
and iTunes and all the other music platforms and stuff.
Do we have to do it all in one breath?
Well, you don't have
The
to.
whole introduction? Do you want to go?
No.
All right. Hey, I'm Jimmy Byers, and I've got a YouTube channel called Papa Jimbo where I sometimes upload like some music stuff and not music stuff. I don't really know what I do with that anymore. And then I'm also in a band with my best friend called Galactic Thrust, which has a YouTube and Facebook page and Instagram. And then I've also got a gaming channel with my big brother. And while we're on a little bit of a break, so we can, you know, like get some better. I took a breath. So we can get some better equipment. We will be back shortly around October or early November, and then pretty soon there's also going to be another type of podcast thing with some of the members from this podcast. I'm like at the end of my oxygen supply, and I'm trying to ration.
He's losing brain
Get it
cells
out. Get it
as
out.
we
Promote
speak.
Galactic Thrust. Get it out.
Galactic Thrust March 1st. That's all I got.
Just March 1st.
I
No,
did
you-
take a breath in.
Yeah.
That was
It's
just
okay.
a natural.
I'm sure it can be.
That's an inside joke because our album released March 1st this year, and
Yeah, it did.
we just kept saying March 1st.
And
yeah, I
next
remember
year
that.
definitely won't be out by March 1st because
No.
we're already late. Like
We haven't started
by
our
this
next
time
album.
last year.
Hell yeah.
Anyways,
So I'm John.
All right, how about you? No, I'm just
Alright.
kidding. That was just a joke.
Cool.
you sure did
I
get
thought
him
it
because
was
I
funny.
thought that you were gonna do that.
I
That was
told it. Yeah.
one
No,
of
I
these.
could. Yeah. I could see that. I could see that you were completely fooled by the thing, and then
You got me.
yeah, I know.
He did get you.
If there was 2 words. Got me.
Just introduce yourself, Jesus.
Okay. So my name is John. I also have a YouTube channel, J Van Doren. It has a little period after the J, so you can find it that way. I upload video game stuff. Occasionally, I do YouTube stuff, and I also upload occasional voiceover things. Speaking of which, I'm also a voiceover artist for different projects like YouTube abridgment parody. YouTube abridgment parodies, and I also am a part of different visual novels such as Lucid 9 Inciting Incident, which you can download on Steam for free. The voice patch will be out next year, and the some other games. There's Zodiac Axis, where I'm some extras.
The list goes on. and on.
Neko Club, which is another visual novel, and wow, and
I can't hear you when you don't talk in the mic.
Infinite Adventures is a console game.
You're in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I died.
He fucking died, dude.
Infinite
Show
Adventures
some respect.
is my first console release. It'll be out sometime over the course of the rest of the summer or by the next
John's
month,
dead?
possibly. It'll be out on PS4, Xbox One, Steam, and I'm really happy with it.
Does it come out on the N64? Said it was a console release. So I've been holding on to my GameCube for quite some time. So if it doesn't come out,
just say N64?
yeah, I got a few consoles.
Don't worry, we won't be doing this in every podcast. We're just
No, we
We're
will.
just-
Is it going to come out
Oh,
on the
we
printing
will.
press?
What?
Is it going to come out on the printing press?
No.
invented by Johann Gutenberg.
Anyways, we
That's all.
saved the longest introduction.
That's
for
all I
last,
am.
So
Yeah, what do you have going on?
take it away.
Hi, my name's Nick.
Okay, so I was just wanting to like let people really know about us and stuff, and like we have that thing we talk about where it's like our relationships with each individual person.
Oh yeah.
So I thought maybe we could go over that just to give a little,
Oh, like what we mean to each other and stuff.
Oh yeah.
just like
This will be sweet.
yeah. So
That'll
me
be
and
nice.
Jimmy are obviously in a band.
Yeah,
called
we
Galactic
are.
Thrust. We've been best friends since
Best friends for
sixth grade.
6 years.
Yeah,
It's 6 years next month.
half of our school life has been spent being best friends,
Yeah.
and we're going into senior year.
Half
now.
of my life has been best friends because I'm turning 12 in November. So
Oh, happy early birthday, man!
thank you. Thank
Wait,
you.
you're 12 and you made it through. You're a senior now, and you're 12.
He got held back.
What birth?
I was born.
birth got
Wait a
held
second.
back.
That's
Yeah.
not what being held back means.
When I was 1, I started first grade. My mom was like, "Hey,
It makes sense.
that's when you start
Because you're-
first grade,
because you're
right?"
Man, you must be
increasing
pretty
your
smart.
age as you get to a different grade.
Do what?
You're 1 year old first grade, 2 years
Yeah.
old second grade. It makes so much.
Not
more
only that,
sense.
but I was also
Stupid
born
idiot.
in the year 2000.
Gotta
So,
hate
like,
him.
Yeah.
if my grade doesn't tell me how old I am, the year does.
The uterus is
So,
preschool. where
since
you,
it's 2012 this year, I know that I'm turning 12.
yeah,
Me and John are friends as in the like the way we're friends is that we watch movies and
Yeah.
we know about cool tech stuff and we talk about interfaces and
Yeah.
microphones and stuff like that.
That's cute.
yeah,
Me and Nick are friends
he's cute.
because we like to like analyze stuff and we like spooky stuff and we like fossils and dinosaurs and rocks and
I think I might be better at saying some of those things.
well
Well, let Nick go.
All right,
next.
go ahead, Nick.
yeah.
How do all of us mean to you? Nicholas?
I met John in 8th grade, and it's one of my favorite stories ever. In
movie.
science class,
Yeah, that's a
Uh,
good movie.
in,
That was a good movie.
in science class, we got paired. We were just sitting next to each other, and I think it was John that got up. No, I got up to go
You
get
got
a
up.
I got up to get a piece of paper, and then when I came back, I saw a small, like centimeter long penis on my paper. And that started a big long competition between us for the entire year for who could draw the penis the fastest. And like whenever one of us would blink, one of us would draw a penis very quickly. My record, I got to 0.7 seconds for a whole penis.
It was pretty impressive.
That's extremely impressive, actually.
And then we would turn in our papers to our science teacher, and
Yeah.
she accidentally got some of them.
Yeah, we didn't erase all of them.
Yeah, we didn't erase.
There were
or
so
scratch
many, and
them
they were
out
so
beforehand.
small that like we forgot to erase them.
It just sort of like they became so small, kind of just looked like the particles that made up the
Yeah.
paper itself.
yeah.
She was not a big fan of us, to say the very least.
She especially was not a big fan of me because of my personal
Religion.
beliefs.
Yeah.
No,
Uh-oh.
actually not religion. That's the opposite thing.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Political
Yeah,
beliefs.
Atheism isn't a religion, buddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I thought that it was actually classified under
Wait,
religion.
you said atheism?
Oh, yeah,
atheism?
yeah.
Atheistism?
8 burger.
Anyways,
Cat
My
ate
atheist
burger?
is atheist is absence of religion. Why'd you do that?
Oh yeah.
Pushed it more in.
Well, that made my right thing go out. Now my headphones. Okay, it's working now.
We got to restart.
We have to restart the podcast.
His right
now.
thing went out.
whoops.
Wow.
My thing has been out the
I-
whole time.
I met
That is
Elvis.
true.
We did. meet.
My junior year, his sophomore year, at the very beginning, in theater is where we met. At the auditions for, we were going to be playing Pirates of Penzance, and I met Elvis there because John and him had met, and I started talking to him. The only thing, I had only heard about him beforehand. Like in debate, one time I saw him just walking around at the district tournament, which you were not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I think I was there too.
Like
We-
your girlfriend could have been disqualified.
Yeah, me and Jimmy used to just go to those.
Yeah, you guys were not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
It made a lot of us mad.
Although, like, like we were told that it was okay by Elvis's ex-girlfriend that like she was like, no, it's fine, you guys can be here.
Is she really the most trustworthy person?
Hey, this is going on live, man. We're on good terms.
At the time, yeah, like when she was like yeah, no, it's fine, you guys can be like, even like then me and Elvis were like, we don't feel like we belong, and like I knew that,
No,
like,
it's like against NSDA rules, I'm pretty sure.
and we were in like t-shirts and ripped jeans, and
Yeah.
so we for sure were not supposed to
Yeah.
be
I mean,
there.
I remember Rothkeb like saying hi to us there. and
Yeah,
it
because
was
he knew
never-
you guys, and I'm not sure why he didn't just say like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?
I don't
Go
know.
away."
Oh well. Anyways.
But Elvis, you and I, we do like to analyze things. We enjoy looking at literature, and we enjoy discussing paleontology. Jimmy,
Oh, shit.
I met you through Elvis, and
So sad.
well,
That's it. There's nothing more.
What, meeting him was sad?
we've had good times. We've had good times.
We've had a handful of good times. Yeah, I'd agree with
Handful
you
of
there.
times.
I've known you for a couple years, and really, I can count the good times we've had on my right hand. So
Yeah, I'm just saying, you spent a lot of time in drama too, hitting me in the back of the head.
yeah, I did.
I mean, you guys bonded a lot over like being the only two with girlfriends when we all became friends. That
That
was
is
something
true.
you
Yeah,
guys talked
yeah.
about.
When
And then my girlfriend left me
Yeah.
forever. Don't touch me.
All right.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I think so. Let's go clockwise for everything.
Yeah.
So me and Elvis met,
Yeah.
and then me and Nick met, and I'm just kidding. Well, me and Elvis are in a band together, and we knew each other. We've known each other for like 6 years, and we already said all that.
There's a fucking mouse on the floor.
No, there's fucking not.
Oh my God, there is.
Heyo!
There's
Where?
an actual
New
mouse.
first time episode guest, Mice Boy.
Welcome to the guest.
Mickey
I'm
Mouse.
just kidding. I totally feel
Sorry
like
to interrupt, but I felt like
No.
that needed to be stated.
No, that totally. Where did you see it go?
It went over behind that
yeah,
monitor.
He went in the corner.
he's back.
I'm gonna go ahead and sit with my knees in my chest.
Yeah, I'm also gonna.
I'm gonna go
do
say
that.
hi to Mickey Mouse.
Oh, bye, Nick.
Okay.
Jimmy can do his introduction.
All right. So me and Elvis met in 6th grade, and I was hanging with my usual friends, and we were a bit rowdy, and we spilled some chocolate milk, and that was pretty norm, for all the lunches in middle school. But
Well, you made a tower of milks
Yeah.
and then like punched them over.
yeah, I was gonna leave that detail out, but totally like intentional milk spilling. And then I think I got in trouble for it, and I was forced to like clean it up after everyone left. And then Elvis was like, "I'll help you clean it up," and then he did. And then on our way back to science class with Miss Countryman,
Just kind of talked.
we talked about Minecraft.
I actually
Yeah.
didn't know that.
And our like tree houses we made on
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And you were like, "Your name's Elvis? Oh, that's so cool."
Yeah.
Wait, like Elvis Presley?
Yeah.
And then
Who's that?
He was a historian. He talked a lot about.
Nick, did you eat that mouse? Why are you just back when you're chewing? I'm gonna go ahead and put my legs down.
I'm not comfortable with answering that question. Thank you.
I'm going to respectfully refuse that question. Thank you, Ron.
I feel I'm getting carpal tunnel syndrome in my knees.
It's pretty crunchy, just like.
But I met Nick. I think I met you.
I don't remember like the specific.
I don't remember when we met. I think
I
we were
remember.
just. You do?
Yeah.
Actually,
Pirates.
was it pirate? I was gonna say.
It
what-
had to have been Pirates. Yeah.
Okay, so for everyone who doesn't know, all four of us did a musical together.
Operetta. But yes.
Operetta is like an ancestor of
My
traditional
fucking
musicals.
Bad. It was mine and Elvis' sophomore year, and their junior year we did an operetta called Pirates of Penzance.
I already said that.
Yeah. Honestly, I zone out every time you speak. Nick.
You never stated that
just-
all of us were in it, though. So
Yes.
Yeah, we were all in it, and it was probably it was a pretty good time, like being in that musical.
yeah.
Show
It was such a good, bad, good show.
Yeah.
really
That was
was.
perfect.
John, you and I talked about that like the other day. That
Yeah.
the show sucked, but we had such a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the Pirates had a strong core sound. but that was about it.
It was the
About it.
funnest show we were in.
It
but
was
Oh,
a,
yeah,
it was
for
a lot of bad singing and semi good acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, me and Nick like being the only ones with girlfriends in the friend group was. What was that
Are
noise?
you gonna answer that?
Go ahead.
Turn
just
your fucking ringer
fucking
off.
answer it, I guess.
That was your guitar talking.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I second that.
Except
That
you
did
would have
sound like it
said
was a guitar.
bass.
Yeah, he does.
I'm pretty sure.
Just does that sometimes. It's really annoying.
But yeah, me and Nick were like, we just talked about our girlfriends and maybe talked about them a little too much, but we did. And then me and John, we met more specifically in drama too. Yeah.
Elvis through Elvis.
Yeah, through Elvis, because like all three of us had acting class together. But like you and me weren't friends, but you and Elvis were friends, and me and Elvis were friends, and then that sort of just made all of us friends.
Yeah.
And then during Pirates is when like the boys was
Happened.
created.
Yeah.
And then Nick joined acting class second semester,
And I was gone.
right? Wait, no, you
Thank God.
did you join acting? When did you?
You joined it second semester because
Was it on second semester? Or was it like in?
Well,
bet-
because I wasn't there and you guys would always talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I took drama 1 the first part of that the first semester, and then second semester he moved me into drama 2 acting class.
Yeah.
And that's where, because we did Billy Elliot that next semester. It feels like so long apart. Either that or like Pippin has really ruined my sense of time.
Oh yeah.
Dude, no, I'll be honest. These past 2 years of my life, like since I've been dating like my girlfriend, like no.
There he is.
Oh fuck.
Oh my God. As soon as I pointed at him, he went back. Mickey's so shy. I mean, Moki, please don't sue us, Dizzy.
Where'd he go?
He went behind the curtain.
Oh.
Oh my
Thought I was
God.
crushing him with the monitor.
I believe that about does it for introductions.
No.
Well,
Actually,
yeah, no, John
hasn't
has
said
to.
anything yet.
I believe that does it.
No, I think that does it for introductions. Let's move right on.
John, go ahead.
I want to actually take the first second of that to say that, like, around this time period, it's officially been a full year since I moved back.
Oh yeah.
Only a year?
Only a year.
Yeah.
That's really
You
weird.
want to tell the story of that?
Yeah. My mom got remarried and ruined my life.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you, Christy. Thank you.
that should be enough for introductions.
She's gonna listen to
Not
this.
Thank you,
Listen.
Christy.
Not
We love
really.
you.
Yeah.
We do love you.
Yeah.
Your mom's very nice to us.
Yeah, she really
She gives
is.
me hugs.
Yeah.
So does Kayla's mom. Kayla's mom gives me a bunch of.
Best friends'
Kayla's
moms
Nick's
are always
girlfriend.
better moms to your friends than you.
Yeah.
That's just kind of a fact.
Can we bring? Never
Well,
mind.
except to your mom.
What?
I was gonna say eventually, could we get like Kayla in on as a guest?
We're gonna have
Yeah.
guests.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, that'd kind of be funny as Kayla.
Yeah.
As a guest.
Should be like Gila. Kind of.
She might meme it up. Kayla's a memester.
She was taking a shower this morning, and I went in there. I said, "Kayla, oh my gosh, so I got a new soap. Do you want some?" She's, there he is.
Oh my God. This mouse.
I gave him a fry. He ate the fry.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Oh, now he's.
Was he still carrying the fry?
I don't know.
I hope he was.
He was a bolt, which
What
was a
fucking
great
legend.
film.
Bolt is okay.
Bolt is a fantastic film.
Regardless, I told her, yeah, I got a new soap. It's called Bofa. Do you
Oh no.
Here we go.
do you want some? She said, yeah, sure. It said the Bofa one. She said, what is that? I said, Bofa. She said, yeah. I said, Bofa these nuts. And she's like, oh my God.
You guys porked right there in the shower, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
She said, Nick, you're a fucking dork.
And she
And
broke,
then you
broke up
guys-
with you.
Yeah, she dumped me right there and kicked me out of my own house.
to talk about that, please.
Oh, what are you gonna cry?
I don't actually care.
You gonna?
I'm already moved on. I'm seeing new women.
Is that why you have a tear?
John, how are you friends with us? You have to.
Oh yeah, John.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
Yeah.
Regardless. So, I met Elvis through broadcast journalism class, which is like the intro to our media thing, like our school news team, and we bonded over. Well, first off, we sat at the same table, so we were automatically partners from the get-go. I think it was Joey who introduced us because I sat next to him, and that's how I met him. And then he was like, "Hey, there's this guy named Elvis."
Good Joey impression.
Fuck, I forgot that Joey had such a deep voice.
Yeah,
I keep
Joey
just
was-
remembering.
Joey was insanely deep.
yeah,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
He was like base 3.
Yeah, that was like his leading personality trait.
After Pirates, my sister, my little sister was like, "Nick, is that his real voice?" She thought like somehow they had altered it.
My family thought Anthony's wig was his real hair.
Oh my
Oh
god!
wow,
I
that's
would
very
make fun of
surprising.
him.
Yeah.
I would make fun of him daily.
Yeah, even though I'm kind of getting that long hair.
But it's not in the style.
It was still, John. What
So I met Elvis through broadcast 1 class, and yeah, so we bonded over talking about movies and stuff, and we really had a lot of similar outlooks on filming because in that class we didn't really do new stuff. We just kind of shot things, and we made the Dorito video.
Yeah.
Where we were restricted to have the camera in a stationary shot and could film for 10 seconds.
At least 10 seconds.
Yeah, at least 10 seconds. So we could not stop filming, and it would have to be one consecutive shot of 10 seconds over the course of like what, a minute and a half or something? Or a minute?
Like 2 minutes for
Yeah.
that one, I think.
And so we made videos like that. We also made the oh boy. There we go.
Shut up.
We made the
Wait, that was that one that stopped. Fucking hell.
we're working some kinks out, but the audio won't be a problem.
Yeah.
So
If all else fails, we just upload an audio podcast.
Yeah.
Isn't that what a podcast is?
no.
Well, there's video podcasts and there's audio podcasts. Would the Dungeons and Dragons be a video podcast since it's so
Yeah.
long?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because people could listen to it in like they don't need visuals.
Yeah, no. It's
So,
all
yeah.
about the imagination. That's
Yeah.
the whole point.
I'll talk about that later because
Yeah.
you're in the middle of something.
What the fuck, John?
We're doing a fucking podcast. You can't just cough.
So, we made our distinct video, like our music video project. That was our final. Oh yeah,
Yep.
it was really good, and Joey's in that too.
And you
Yeah,
can find
so-
that here at
Yeah,
youtube.com/.
Yeah,
It's on YouTube somewhere, but
it's on
we
Joey's
won't,
channel.
We won't say anything more than that. You'll have to find it.
Yeah,
You
just
have
search
to find
it.
it. Doritos and
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Something like
That's
that.
it.
Yeah, those are keywords.
Good luck. What?
Sorry, Nick. You gotta
you're,
speak closer to the
you're
microphone.
supposed to talk during a podcast, so don't apologize.
Kiwis?
Cool.
What are you talking about?
So, Nick summed it up pretty well. Where we met in 8th grade in our science class, and then we kind of like furthered that with our friends AC and Brian.
Oh, yeah.
And Brian's eventually going to be on this.
Brian.
Like, he has
Brian
to be
Well,
on
of
this.
course.
probably be the next episode, and then Brian's mom will be the one after
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Oh my
right.
God, Brian's
Okay,
mom.
okay.
Oh, yeah, no.
Remember when we were talking about how awesome our
If Stretch
best
is
friend's
listening to this,
moms are?
let's not like start him off.
Yes, we have a friend who
Has a
who
crush on
is
our other
in
friends.
love with Brian's mom.
Yikes. We won't announce who,
Yeah.
but
Oh, she knows.
Well,
If,
she
if,
knows.
if Brian's mom is listening to this, then we just exposed.
yeah, she
Stretch.
definitely knows.
Yeah.
You think Stretch isn't proud of it?
So yeah, so we met through the science class, and eventually we were kind of like the trio, you, me, and Brian, throughout high school, and that's kind of how we got by.
Yeah, sometimes I see pictures on Facebook and stuff of you three, and I keep forgetting that you guys were like pretty tight homies.
Yeah.
I was actually friends with Brian before I was friends with you.
Yeah, you were.
Because it was me, Jaden, and Brian.
And I met Jaden in 7th grade. We were
s-
partners.
Yeah, in 6th grade. And then we were friends like throughout that. But then I met you, and it turned out pretty all right.
Yeah, only pretty all right.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would say.
Oh no! It turned out really well.
Oh, this got awkward.
And
I feel the
Jimmy,
tension.
I feel like you can cut the
Was
tension
it-
with a knife.
Really, only pretty all right.
Was
Ew.
Be honest here, Nick.
Let's just be real with
Your
each
dog
other.
did. Your dog did pee on my jacket the first time I went over there.
John!
Yeah, my dog Cosmo peed on his jacket the first time he stayed over.
God.
Oh, the very
And then
first time?
Oh yeah, and then we played Naruto.
Yeah.
we played. What version was it?
Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution, I think.
Yeah,
Ultimate
and
Ninja Storm
so
Revolution.
he
It's a good game.
so he had been playing this game and practicing for decades.
I got it like a month or two before.
Yeah, but decades in my eyes because I still can't play those games. But so I completely dominated Nick by apparently performing an impossible move
Yeah.
where I slid underneath.
I was Sage Mode Naruto. I threw the Rasen Shuriken,
Yeah.
and I assumed the hitbox like was at least square. It wasn't like exactly. And you were Rock Lee. You ducked under.
I slid underneath.
You slid under. No, you were running because that's what the animation is. You ran under the Rasen Shuriken and then got me with the Leave Hot Wind, and then I died.
Yep. And then Nick tried to choke me out. He did.
You died.
Yeah. so he freaking yeah. It was really funny. You can actually find on my channel Jay Van Dorn. You can find videos of us playing Mario Kart from way back in the day.
Yeah, you actually can? Because I've
Yeah.
actually sat down and watched a couple.
Yeah, they're
Well,
very cringy.
Yeah.
So how are you friends with the other?
You know, if you would just let me, it's not like I forgot about Jimmy, like how Nick forgot about me, even though we were supposed to be best friends, and it was just pretty all right.
It wasn't it?
I don't remember what
It
you
was
were talking
mainly
about.
through Drama 2.
It was through Drama Through, but then we shot that pornography.
Oh yeah, and then yeah,
We met in acting class, right?
yeah,
And then
and there
through
was-
acting class,
Yeah.
we met our agent that put us
Yeah, yeah.
together. Yeah.
And then there was the instance before where I had a birthday party, and you apparently almost showed up to it. Where
I don't remember that.
you told me there was like one time where I had a birthday this one year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I only have a birthday like
Right.
every few.
Yeah, every
I
few.
don't have birthdays often.
And I know Nick and Brian were definitely there because, I mean,
Which birthday was it?
I can't remember. I think I was,
Oh my God! I think
Yeah.
I'm actually remembering
yeah.
because I was gonna come with Elvis, right? No.
No.
Was
Who?
that possibly the one that we hung out with Daniel and Leland?
No, because that was after Pirates. That was post
Yeah,
Pirates.
dude.
Yes,
I
it
have
was.
no idea.
You approached me and said that like I was having this birthday party at my house and you were gonna come with somebody, and just ended up not going. I'm trying to think of
Like I remember like saying that.
Yeah.
I just cannot remember like the action of like doing that. Like
Yeah.
I don't remember who I would have gone with or anything.
because I really only invited like Nick, Brian,
I didn't know Brian until after I knew you guys.
Right.
And Nick, I knew after you.
Mhm.
So it wouldn't
Yeah.
have been either of them.
I don't know. That's kind of strange.
Maybe you're making this all up.
Maybe it was a fucking dream. And like you're like, oh, remember when you said that in my dream? And like my brain is like connecting puzzle pieces that don't actually go together. And I'm like, oh, yes, I do remember saying that.
Maybe.
Like that
Because
could-
humans are
Yikes.
good at making connections.
Is this going to turn into a neurological podcast?
We don't
mean-
know. It might.
I mean,
Like
if you didn't point it out, it could have been. But look what you messed up, Nick.
Yeah, and now,
Now-
if it is, it's just going to be
Now
stupid.
let's move on to memes.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
John, are
no,
you-
keep going.
So we pretty much only bonded over Drama 2. I don't think we ever did anything together in that
We
class.
never like.
we got yelled at by Crudwig together.
Yeah,
pretty
like,
much.
like yours and mine relationship is kind of the same as mine and Nick. Is like, there's very little that like actually like that we
Started
bond
it.
over.
Yeah.
We're just friends.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
with-
mean, now-
with me and Elvis, we've got like a band and stuff. And
Right.
Like even now, like I mean, like there's not a whole lot that we do together. We're just best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can always sit down and play games and stuff and bond
Yeah.
over playing video games. Like, that's enough for me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then I met Barry over here.
Yeah. Hey, Barry.
about 3
Yeah.
minutes ago.
3 minutes ago. That's a really long.
Is Barry the mouse?
No, that's a mouse.
That's a fucking mouse. You delusional
Out of your
piece of shit.
gourd.
Why would I be
Jesus.
friends with a mouse? Give me one good reason why I should be friends
Dude, I
with a
gotta
mouse.
pee.
Because there's one.
For all the audio listeners, I brought a cup down to my genital areas.
We need to
Nice.
cool it on the visual gags. Why did we start a podcast?
Because you were like, "Hey, let's start a podcast." I'm like, okay.
no, I think you were
Yeah,
originally
I think
like
it was my idea.
we should have a podcast.
This was gonna go up on my channel, and that was kinda before BackBeat decided to do things like this.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, BackBeat
BackBeat
is
Productions.
sponsoring this video. Do you want to be able to do cool things with like music and video? Look no further, you stupid piece of crap. Nice.
Can I go ask your dad if he can sponsor the video?
He left. BackBeat in some ways sponsoring the video.
This is going on the
Yeah, it's
BackBeat
going on the
channel.
channel.
It's
Yeah.
going so not really sponsoring.
Producing it.
Yeah.
They're producing it.
We're
Wills, yeah.
All of this equipment.
sponsoring us.
All of this equipment is
We're sponsoring them is
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
BackBeat equipment. Which,
Hey.
by the way,
I'm Papa Jimbo, and I approve this message.
remember
I'm
that
Apple
thing about
Gherkin.
interrupting each other.
Fuck you.
So, it's speaking of equipment, we're gonna have more of these really good mics by the next one.
Yeah,
They're
that's true.
they were supposed to come in the mail a week ago, and they didn't.
That's
I could
okay.
have brought mine, but
So we're gonna pick them up at Springfield Music as soon as we can.
you ordered at Springfield Music?
What?
You ordered at Springfield Music?
Well, we ordered it to get delivered to Springfield Music so that
Well,
it doesn't show up on our front
that's
porch
your
and
first
then like
And get stolen.
Oh, so you ordered it
That
somewhere
was
and had
your
it
first
delivered
problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't order it from Springfield
You
Music.
didn't
Yes.
order
Oh,
it
okay.
from your butt.
Nick, what?
Nice.
Nick,
That was
did you like
awesome.
smoke a doink before coming to the podcast or something?
Zoinks.
This isn't like you.
Remember that fry that you threw over there?
It
gone.
multiplied.
Our mouse friend ate the fry I threw over.
Wow.
That's two
Really? 'Cause
fries.
I see
That's-
6 now.
What?
John, did you smoke a bagoink?
Let's smoke at that doink.
A doink?
It sounds like you're making that up. Jimmy, did you smoke a spoink?
Nick,
Sounds like you're just reusing my jokes. Did you smoke a... Shut the fuck up.
Did you smoke a roink?
Did you smoke a...
did you smoke a joint? Was that one funny?
yellow?
Not comfortable talking about drugs on the podcast.
Yeah,
actually.
What, because you're a narc?
Are you a fucking pig? You a fucking narc? I think my mom is watching this. I'm not comfortable talking about drugs.
Even if I did ask my parents to watch this, they wouldn't.
Didn't you say you like hated your mom a minute ago? So it's
Yeah.
already done if she's
My
watching.
parents,
I'm gonna get my other
parents
drink.
moved away.
The future of the podcast. We're gonna have some guests. We're gonna do all sorts of. We'll probably, if we all see another movie together, we'll probably have a podcast. It's like about the
Yeah.
movie we saw. That's a good idea. Podcasts do that sometimes.
Yeah, like talk about
Like
the different kinds of
Sardonicast was really
podcasts.
good. What?
Are we going to talk about like different podcasts we'll do? Like different types?
Well,
Well, besides this-
it'll all be under the name Boycast.
Right.
We'll just do different things per
Yeah.
like
Right.
episode.
Different themes.
So like this one's just like introductory.
Nick
and
totally
then, like,
just bailed. Sorry.
Yeah, he literally just let. What is his problem?
I've got to pee so bad though, so I might join him. I'll wait until he comes
yeah,
back.
wait till he comes
Yeah.
back. Yeah. So at least we have a party of 3.
God.
Will I be able to find the house keys easily?
It's by the front door. On the
Okay,
thing.
cool.
On the bottom knob, you turn it left.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Usually by process of elimination, I would have figured that out.
Well, I mean, I don't know. If there's 4 possible ways of turning and if there's 2 ways of turning on each knob and there's 2 knobs, that's 4. You could have messed up 3 times before getting it right, so I was just saving you that time.
Except that time could have been used with you explaining that now, whereas we could have already moved on from the topic.
Oh, that's true. So, in fact, you're just wasting more time. Checkmate.
We should have a podcast where we play a game of chess with 4-way somehow.
Do you know what Chinese checkers is?
Oh, yeah, that is
where
a thing.
that
Never mind.
huge, colorful.
Oh yeah, my grandma
where
had
it's
one
like
of those.
it's
actually.
like yeah, my grandma's.
Like with the marbles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that we had, it was like this tin that just had indentions, and it was like colored because it has to be.
Yeah, I used to play
and
that
it,
with
and
her
it
all
had
the
like
time.
little like plastic balls that just went in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was always fun. I
That
love
was very
looking at
fun.
it. It's very satisfying.
yeah. When there's more than 2 players and like the colors are like filled
Yeah.
in and stuff, it's very nice.
What did you do?
Yeah, why'd you just leave, Nick? Don't answer until you get to the mic.
Like, during the podcast, you just...
To be fair, if we're gonna be here for a couple hours, like I'm definitely leaving
I
to go
peed
pee.
before I got here.
I didn't have to until I finished my grape soda.
Oh,
Nice.
grape
All
soda
right, boys.
sponsored by I Bought It.
I'll catch you guys when my bladder's empty.
Absolutely.
Bye, Jimmy.
I'll be honest.
Now that Jimmy's gone,
Sounds really weird.
Yeah, it's a lot more quiet now.
Yeah, really, I don't like
because
it.
of the
I'll see you
fuzz.
guys later.
The gnat sound.
Wait a second. I picked up my.
now that Jimmy's gone, I really just don't like that guy.
I'm holding the mic and I'm holding my drink in the other hand, and I put the mic up to my mouth. I was gonna drink it.
You're gonna drink.
Nick, what has gotten into you?
You've been a little
High C.
splutchy.
What?
Oh,
I see.
Oh.
I see what you did there. That ringed.
Rung. Or rang. I believe it's rang.
Yeah.
It's not raining, Nick.
Rang with a G.
Rangost.
Get some
Johnny
ears, buddy.
Rango Bango.
That kinda
Diggy
rhymed.
Dango.
Ringo dango. The bingo bango.
Well, let's go back to the topic of all the podcast themes.
It's
we'll do.
quieter without Jimmy because everyone talks over each other.
So, are we gonna do that like segment that you were talking about, where we like?
The one that I just talked about.
The main topic is coming after we establish all the ground rules and
Hey Elvis, if you're listening to this, make sure you drink water.
continue, John. Nick, I drink a gallon of water a day, and that's not even a joke.
Oh yeah, then why are you so small?
Ah, that's milk.
It's milk, Nick. Milk's really disgusting.
You ever see Full Metal Alchemist?
What?
He said Full Metal Alchemist.
You haven't even watched that.
Yeah, but I understood what he fucking said.
Unlike my best friend who never listens to me. Shut up. So about the different themes.
Everyone be quiet!
Oh, look who's back!
Welcome back, Jim Boy.
That was actually faster than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Did you lock it back?
Lock what?
Yeah, I did.
All I had to do was pee, so that's why it was pretty
I think
swift.
I think I took longer to go grab my drink.
You did.
It's because I actually care about the quality of this podcast.
I was petting Elvis's
Yeah.
cats.
So,
Why? You always take so long because you find like side adventures to do.
Like in the middle of recording a live podcast.
What can I say? I'm a side quester.
Well,
Oh my god.
I identify as a side quester. Will we ever do like a live special? That'd be kind of cool if we.
Eventually,
Yeah,
like
that's-
when I learn the softwares of
Yeah.
switching camera
Yeah.
angles,
When
we'll
we
probably
get-
do live.
Probably when we get an audience of more than like 3 people.
well, Elvis and I were talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it actually. Whenever we were talking about the initial setup, we were discussing doing a live.
Yeah.
I mean, like if anything, we just have your dad like sit somewhere out of camera sight and just like
Well, we can
watch and whoever starts talking, he'll
I mean,
just switch
if it's
cameras.
just 2 things, I
Yeah.
can just be like
Yeah.
this, like geek, geek, geek. geek.
Yeah, you can just use the laptop.
I guess you could, yeah. I just didn't know if you'd rather be like more involved in this rather
Maybe.
than like every single time someone speaks, you're like,
Yeah, maybe.
That's true. Actually, I didn't know
Yeah.
about that.
because the H3 podcast, like
He is that dude.
Yeah, like it could be Ethan, where he's like sitting and like every time his guest talks, he switches it, but he's got whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna finish that last bite? Look pretty full. You sure?
For those of you who don't know, Wendy's purchased.
Wendy's sponsored this video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What did Wendy's purchase?
I was about to say Wendy's purchased Nick, and then I was going to correct myself and say Nick purchased Wendy's, but no, that's not really as funny.
Yeah.
So
You're learning that comedy thing, I see.
yeah,
You know what's funny and what's not.
yeah.
On the ASMR podcast.
Sponsored by.
This is sponsored by Wendy's.
Don't stop. Stop.
Okay, I know.
And there's that strike. Nick, you're so fucking bad at podcasts, man. Just put it on the stand and
God.
talk in it.
I am.
Nick, do you even understand?
Put it on the stand. Hey, that was pretty good. You are learning that comedy thing, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe we should kick Nick out of Boycast.
Honestly, that would just free up a room for guests.
Yeah. It's like a 4-sided table. And we'll have exactly 3 of these good mics.
My grandma
I'm
can
still
spark more of a
talking into
reasonable
the mic.
conversation.
Maybe we should just drop Nick.
Put it on the
Don't
stand,
tell him I said
Dumbo.
that, though.
Hey, guys, don't tell Nick, but I think we should drop Nick.
All right. You guys want to talk about memes?
Yeah?
The thing I wanted to talk about in this first podcast is something me and Nick started discussing the other day, but
little higher.
I made us stop because I wanted to save it for the podcast, and that's memes. And
Memes.
the future and the future of memes. So, the evolution of memes. Do you guys remember when the word meme was only attached to those images of like the colorful backgrounds with like the Bad Luck Brian or like overly
Where
attached
it was
girlfriend,
like
and it was just white
The
text?
white
Yeah.
impact font.
Yeah. That's the only thing you could really call a meme. And if you
Yeah.
Google image memes, that's still all that
It's
comes up.
still, yeah.
It was only on Meme Base, like that website.
Yeah, yeah.
That was it.
And that's all it was. And then a few years passed, and white border memes were what memes were, where it's the black text, and it's usually starts with the word when, and it's an
Yeah.
image that goes with that phrase. And that was,
Well-
it still had like structure.
No, you skipped. There was black border memes with white text at the
Oh,
bottom.
well, yeah. That was
Yeah.
like iFunny
I
specifically.
think
Yeah.
I think we like started talking about this because I started sending like rage comics to the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
But ever since white border memes, which was like 2015 and 16, it's just gone so downhill to where
Yeah.
anything on the internet is a meme. Or like it's getting to the point where everything in real life, if it's funny, it's a meme.
Or even if it's not funny, like literally like things that are like elections and stuff that like affect us a lot immediately are turned into memes.
If I
Yeah.
may interject, I don't know if you guys knew this,
You
but
may.
the term
Go ahead.
the term meme actually started in the 1970s, and I just looked this up to fact check myself. It was coined by Richard Dawkins in his 1976 book The Selfish Gene. Basically, what a meme is an idea, behavior, or style that spreads from person to person within a culture, often with the aim of conveying a particular phenomenon, theme, or meaning represented by the meme. So, yes, anything can be a meme. Anything cultural. Bell-bottom jeans, that was a meme.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
But I believe what we were trying to discuss is like the loss of structure of memes over
That's what I was
over
getting
time.
at.
Yeah.
right now, memes have gotten to the point where Nick will look at a picture of the color yellow and he'll start laughing. Because that's a meme now.
I found
We
it-
were in Jimmy's Egg eating, and he showed me a picture of the letter J, and we both started cackling.
So the whole yellow like picture yellow and all that I'm so out of touch with. I don't even find them like slightly like I laugh when you guys laugh, but like other than that, like I just find it funny.
I was gonna
that
tell you to
guys
pull up
find
one.
it funny.
I'll put it on the green. He just showed me a picture of a lizard, and I started laughing. He's infected. Okay, listen. Here, okay. It started with like surreal memes where they just ever so slightly had some structure, like the find the mayonnaise picture. That was like, there was still some structure and it was still like a meme, but if it's gonna have to keep going downhill.
See, okay, but what I was saying is like, I'm just so out of touch with those memes, and I feel like such an old person because like I'll find like what is it? Fucking Christ! Let me see. I don't get it.
But that's part of it. Because there's no structure.
See, that's the issue. Is I enjoy comedy that has structures, and I laugh the hardest when I'm watching a comedian and he
This
like
one's
has
just
a callback joke.
Yeah, a picture of
Like-
someone's hand, but like everything, the whole hand has just been replaced with a bunch of cucumbers, and it says
No, yeah, I
fingers.
can put it on the green screen.
I don't got them.
Here, there's an image I want to bring to your attention. We already saw it, but it's the thing.
Yes.
I'll put it on the green screen. Hard to swallow pills. It's that little thing. For the past few months, the quality of memes has drastically stagnated. All our memes are just the same format with the same jokes being repurposed under different templates. We are currently in a meme recession and heading towards a potential meme market crash. Our lust for karma has blinded us and is the main culprit of this stagnation. If we don't come up with new or original content soon, our enjoyment of memes will never be the same again.
However, I would like to point out that you can't really like expect memes to be created without making memes out of like current events, because I believe that's where the best memes come out of is like just things that actually happen in the world and then become jokes on the internet.
See, the reason I brought that up is like I'm very strict in believing there's a time and a place, and like yeah, maybe like I've definitely had like those like impulses to do a joke. Maybe it's not the right time, and so like that's why I've like wanted to like master comedic timing as best as I can.
I already
So just it's just a bird. It says "do not," and it's got a 4-finger hand with a yellow background. Nick, get off your phone, man. We're on a podcast.
Okay, yeah.
The whole like current event memes and stuff. I don't want to sound like sensitive or something, but I do believe that like
Snowflake. You libtard snowflake.
you got me. I just think that there's a time and a place, and like, I don't know, if like we're like genuinely about to get nuked, and then everyone's like, it's meme time. I just don't know.
Which
other
it
words,
will
Hawaii.
happen. That's the like meme
That-
pages
yeah.
will post about the fact that we're about to get nuked.
Like if we're in the middle of getting nuked and like internet is shutting down because like America's like falling into like a nuclear fallout, and like the last few places with internet, there's gonna be like meme pages posting there. They're gonna be like,
yeah.
You know that moment when your finger falls up from radiation poisoning?
Absolutely nothing is taboo anymore.
and I kind of hate that. I
Everything-
just wish that
Like,
it, like
minutes after XXXTentacion's death, it was like
yeah,
top
that
10
was-
anime deaths.
That was my next thing. Is like literally minutes. People like look at the death of a human being and be like, "This will get some shock value comedy," and people will enjoy looking at this rather than like that was a human being who died.
Yeah.
I
But
don't like that.
at the same time, I think that may just be kind of what people are. People are just generally shitty.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you
Yeah,
can't. I don't think you can expect like the internet, like a forum of hundreds upon thousands, more than that, like millions and millions of people, to all
no, billions. Like the
literal-
whole world is on the internet.
Yeah, like literal billions. I think it's around like 5 billion. There's like not
Jesus.
many people left that don't have internet.
Yeah.
However, there probably is a much smaller amount of people that are into like the dankest of memes.
Like me and you are the only ones out of us four.
Like we've like ascended to a higher level.
Which is the thing.
We-
Like,
and we were okay. What I was trying to say is like like I don't know if you can expect like the whole internet to like all care about a person, but then like everything needs to be turned into a joke a lot of the time. I'm not sure. We aren't quite old enough to know, but I'm not sure like how long it took for people to start making jokes about 9/11 like out in public. But I do.
That took like a couple of years.
Yeah,
though,
no,
because people were not nearly as.
Except, yeah, I was about to say,
Like,
like, I'm pretty sure, like, it's like, I don't want to say on record, but it's just known that like people were sensitive like about something like that because like people lost their lives and stuff. Like, I never meant to come across and say like the internet should be more responsible and stuff. Like I will
That's
never.
a fair point, though.
expect- Like I'll never expect anyone like over the internet to like not make fun of someone dying, although it would be nice and I would prefer a world like that.
I feel like in some like there should be some form of comedy that should come as a result from some sort of tragedies because like with Holocaust jokes, if we don't stop joking about it, then Hitler has won.
I don't know about that. But quickly, I don't know about that.
If we
Just
if we
real
let
quick.
if we let it like get to us, and
No,
we
that's not what it's about, buddy.
That logic makes more sense with like the N-word and stuff, but like with the Holocaust, I don't know.
well, I don't know.
Satire is very specific, and on a tangent, people misuse the word satire all the time. People like just bully someone else and say like, "Dude, it's satire."
Oh,
Yeah,
But
sure.
satire is pretty important for society, and I'm pretty sure the word started in like ancient Greece, and it comes from the word satyr or satyr. I don't know how to pronounce it. I like satyr, but because
Isn't a satyr half man, half goat?
yeah, and like they're always mischievous in like Greek plays.
Yeah.
And the whole point of satire is that like you're punching up is the thing. Playwriters would make fun of like Greek kings or like just wealthy people and like do it to their face and be like, "It's just a joke, dude." And like make jokes about how like their people are dying and they're doing nothing. He's just sitting there eating grapes.
yeah.
We learned this in
But-
Drama 1.
But that doesn't really apply when you're making fun of like over 10 million people dying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Let me
I
reword
don't
that.
mean it.
Yeah.
I don't. mean
Yeah.
it.
iDubbbz
know.
has a really good point on the N-word in his.
Oh yeah,
No, he does.
absolutely.
Tan-
Episode
Tanamongu
1, I don't know if
content
we
cop.
should be talking about that. Episode 1.
I'm just
Why?
bringing it up. The subject was happening about.
No, yeah, no.
things being able to be
So,
joked about.
like, the whole N-word thing, like, I'm not someone who's like, I should be able to say that.
Right.
Because it is, like,
This is a very, very
it's really
hard
edgy. 'Cause,
subject.
like,
No,
okay,
you
okay,
can-
okay. If I may say,
yeah,
I
please
do
save me.
I do believe I have some knowledge on this. Like, the word was used to refer
close.
to colored people by white people that were subjugating them with colonialism, imperialism, and slavery, ruining their entire societies by coming in saying, "This is ours now," and
Yeah.
then when they say, "Hey, we want this back," no.
Yeah.
And so like that's kind of why it's not super cool for like white people to say it, because we're the ones that did it with a very negative side to it by saying you are less than me.
Yeah.
You are less than a human.
Yeah.
Like stuff like phrenology that was invented to show why black people were genetically inferior by saying their skulls were different and like in Django Unchained.
Yeah.
Like this part of the skull here is the subjugation thing. It makes no sense because it's absolute bullshit, and it
They're
was just
sponsored by.
it was so fueled by hate and
Yeah.
prejudice against people that just looked differently than you and acted differently, and I guess in some cases didn't have guns. We annexed Hawaii at gunpoint.
Oh, sick.
I was going to say that if like just talking about that word, it's always just going to be like said and laughed at in private. Like you're just going to be with your friends like, aha, that's shock value. but like you shouldn't just go around saying it, obviously.
Yeah.
But like going with the thing iDub says, it's like it's the only slur that's like that off limits. None of the other ones.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
that awful.
there's many examples of other words that aren't used as like they are offensive, but people look
I think.
past them.
I'm sorry.
However, I would like to make a counterpoint because I guess I slightly disagree with iDubbbz, or at least like how it's kind of conveyed, because like yes, it's one of the only slurs that's like hey, don't say that, or like that is like explicitly off limits for at all times. And I think that's a lot of that's because it's been brought up in like culture as blatant racism, and so like that word is so tied to racism because it's a racist slur.
Oh,
And-
really?
What?
and stuff. Just the fact that like I'm pretty much okay with saying stuff like Chinaman or like spick, like those are slurs and it's not cool to say them.
Yeah.
But we refer to the other one as the N-word because it's absolutely blatant, and the rest of them aren't quite as blatant because I would argue that there's a lot of society likes to be really sneaky with like its like oppression and like systemic racism, and it's gotten more and more sneaky over the years, to where like I could not give the argument justice. I would have to like actually bring up points, but all I'm saying is that all slurs are pretty bad, and it's just out in the open that this one is very bad.
Yeah.
I think it's context a lot of the time.
Yeah, I was
so
about
when,
to say.
when Kendrick Lamar invites someone, a white woman, up on stage to sing a song that is like
At least
at
25%.
least 25% the N-word.
Or 100% the N-word. Ha ha ha.
I don't know what was funny about it.
Me
but
neither.
else-
Anyways, but when he invites a white woman to sing a song that has a lot of the N-word, and then
And he's
him
like,
and
"Stop
his
the
fans
song."
get mad about it, it seems a little whack because it was very clearly she's interested in music. She knows the words. Like, she's not being racist. She enjoys a person of color's
She didn't
music.
write them,
so like,
anyways.
yeah, and so it's almost like quoting. Like these aren't from her brain or anything. And so for a mass majority of people to be upset at her.
And there's people who will get mad, like they're just so out of their gourd. They will get mad at Quentin Tarantino for putting the N-word in his screenplays that he writes, like quoted by other characters.
Yeah.
There's people that obsessed with like not saying it it just
And I
blows
think
my
It's also
mind.
in the time period, though. Like,
Yeah.
back then, they said it legitimately. It's just part of the culture.
Would you clarify? Are you talking about the movie Django Unchained,
Yeah.
directed by Quentin Tarantino?
This podcast is sponsored by Django Unchained by Quentin Tarantino.
You would cream yourself if Quentin Tarantino
my
sponsored this.
Please.
We all four
I
of us
would cream himself.
I would cream himself
second.
for you. The reason the N-word, I believe, is like one of the ones like why we're referring to it as the N-word is because there's so many people that get offended by it. And like compared, well, yeah, for good reason, obviously, but like there is so many people that get offended by it, like who should also be getting offended at other racial slurs. Like, yes, like the N-word was used like specifically to like tell people of color how inferior they were, but like it's no longer a majority, like it's no longer a thing that a majority of white people call people of color.
There's a minority, unfortunately.
There are people, but like
There's a minority, and they're kind of there is a minority, but like that saying that should not diminish like their presence.
But
at
also,
all,
if we give them the
because-
power of the word,
no,
then
but
they will
but
keep
they
using
already
it.
have power because of how society treats them and how like
Right, and that's why-
especially
that's why I'm
like
saying we should
American
change it.
culture like almost like protects them or like encourages them to keep doing what they're doing.
I recently came across a post that I think my grandpa shared, where it's like it says it's actually a whole Facebook page like dedicated to
Malone?
huh?
You said you saw a post.
And then John said,
John, we were
Malone.
having a discussion.
There's this whole Facebook page where it's like devoted to like freedom of speech, and it's like if you don't believe in any freedom of speech, or like if you don't believe in one specific kind of freedom of speech, then you don't believe in it at all. So it's like Nazis, they have a freedom of speech if they're in America. And burning the flag is freedom of speech and stuff. Which, yes, granted, like technically, yes, it is freedom of speech. But like, I wish that it was worded more in a way, like in the Constitution and whatnot, that like it was like it's freedom of speech if it doesn't like diminish someone else.
I'm pretty sure that it kind of does.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring up the quote right now, but I do know in a lot of legal cases, things are taken down for like inciting violence or like encouraging hate. Hate speech actually is the whole thing.
Yeah.
Where like you go out and you say like I hate black people, like that's not cool. You may have, I guess, a right to say it, but like if you're especially saying that like white people should cleanse the earth, that I don't think that like that should be super tolerated because
And that's no longer free speech, that's hate speech.
like you I'm trying to think of the whole thing, but being tolerant towards intolerance doesn't work. And the intolerant will always say, I thought you were supposed to be tolerant, because it doesn't work. You can't be tolerant towards intolerance with still having like the philosophy of tolerance, because they will ruin that. Like letting a little bit of that in will grow and become a disease throughout society, because there will always be those people that feel that way or like think that by joining that group they find somewhere special. That's where you find like a lot like incels is one example. Do you guys know what that is?
No, what's incest?
It's short for involuntary celibates. It's guys that don't have sex because they think that girls should give them sex,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that like they have been betrayed by the female race.
I saw something about that.
Yeah, and
I
that
still
like
have no idea.
Yeah, I'm lost.
it's this whole thing. It mostly appears on like Reddit, but
Right.
Oh,
like
okay, yeah.
they're involuntary celibates because they've been denied sex. They've been denied sex by women all their lives, and it's involuntary because women haven't given them sex, and they think it has nothing to do with them being shitty people.
But they think they're entitled.
Yes,
I can't remember where
Receive.
I saw
Yes.
the thing about them.
Okay,
This-
yeah,
That's why they
I'm
refer to
starting
it as like
understand.
involuntary rather than I haven't had sex yet.
This
Yeah.
is so it's like the people who will text girls over Facebook Messenger and be like, please send me nude, and then when she doesn't reply, it's like, fuck you, woman.
I did
Like
not
that- like
want
it-
anyways.
Like that one Indian guy.
Yeah.
Ugly.
For some reason, like there's just so many guys in India that will like text friends of mine and just be like, do you nudes?
No, yeah, that's a real thing, because I've also like I have friends who will like
Yeah, I've sent so many nudes to people.
Second John.
John like Nick, you're so much better. I'm so intimidated because when I try and talk about things like this, like I'm very bad at wording things, so that's why like I had to be saved earlier, because it almost sounded like I was like like saying something racist.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
In other words, thank you, Nick.
Yeah, thanks. Like, I'm very bad at like trying to like word things like, because like obviously I'm not racist. Obviously I like no one should
That's
be
a really good song.
discriminated against.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, but
That's a pretty good song.
well, it's not a
Parkview speech and debate.
I wouldn't put it on my Spotify
Hey,
playlist.
your shirt.
I agree with you there, but the message is
No,
nice.
yeah.
Parkview speech and debate.
Yeah.
I didn't actually debate. I never won one round, but I do know how to debate,
is
and I
'cause
do
you-
know a lot of things.
Just
you're
because you
just
sucked. Not really good.
I really did suck.
really did.
Anyways,
suck.
That's why I did interpretation. And I
That
did
is really
pretty
why
okay.
he did interpret.
Well, you should have interpreted not sucking so much.
Yeah, seriously.
yeah.
No, I like fully agree.
No,
Yeah.
I did Lincoln
Why-
Douglas debate
why else
and
would we be
never
saying
once
this if
actually
we
went
weren't
around.
serious?
Yeah.
Nick.
I tried doing public
Like,
forum.
I like
and
to be honest with my friends.
I had to be
and-
carried. I had to be carried the whole time.
Nick.
Nick.
Stop talking.
Shut the
You
fuck
suck.
up.
You shouldn't be wearing that shirt right now. You bring shame.
I do.
Anyways, we should move on.
Unless Nick wanted to finish his thought.
No. Wait. Okay. So what was I saying? Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, yeah.
Involuntary.
yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I got to that is because people that feel like outcasts will always find a certain group that makes them not feel like outcasts, and a lot of times, being like outcasted from society will like kind of make you hateful, and that's why there's a lot of people like that are in like alt-right movements or like neo-Nazism. They're usually like that like skulking kid in the back of the classroom because they hate the world and they hate everyone else because they feel like they aren't included. But to give them more power by saying stuff like it's your right to say that stuff, it shouldn't really be a thing in my eyes. That's obviously up for debate, but my position would be that it is better to teach tolerance and show and generally just be nice. I love that kid Jordan. He said if people hate you, don't hate them. Do good, die great.
Yeah.
I love him. Jordan, if you're listening to this, I love you.
What a
Oh,
pure- what
was
a
that
pure
from
spirit.
VR chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jordan.
Oh my god.
What a
That was
kiddo.
like one of the best videos I've ever seen. It took me a second because
What a king.
like I heard that quote and then I was like, where's that from?
I'm
And
so
then
happy that they didn't take
so
advantage of his
good.
purity.
Seriously.
No, they were so nice about it.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, what do you want to do next, Jordan? It was
Yeah, he's
awesome.
just leading them around. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so pure.
Gosh.
Wholesome memes are the best.
Look up, what was it called?
This podcast is sponsored by Wholesome Memes.
I have thrown 3 French fries in the corner of the room, and all of them are gone now.
It's because our first
Try throwing the
guest
creamy
is
sriracha sauce.
Mookie Mouse.
Jimmy just threw a wrap of
Why are all my fries gone?
What? I ate all of them. When you were talking, I genuinely just started eating your fries. They were so delicious.
For all of you listening, Jimmy's now perished.
Do you guys want to do a little segment where we're all harmonizing with each other?
Oh yeah.
How about we sing a song? Let's sing a song.
Let's talk about memes.
Okay. Oh, but let's get on to the topic of like future memes. French fry Mickey Mouse, French fry Mickey Mouse, French fry Mickey Mouse, French fry Mickey Mouse, French fry Mickey Mouse,
boom, boom,
Mimi boy, Mimi big boy, Mimi big boy, Mimi big boy.
Hey, Jax Films is gonna sue us if you keep.
Wait, were you quoting Jackson?
I said Mimi big boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear. I was just.
I was too fucking.
Anyways, how about we
That
start
was
talking about
really
like the
fun, actually.
like
That was really good.
yeah, like,
I like that.
possible future memes. This is
That was
what,
the
like,
next thing.
Yeah,
Well, I have evolution of memes next.
Yes.
Yeah.
Elvis and I were talking about this the other day, and he said to save it, and we were just like discussing, like, what are memes going to be like in the future? If like popular memes now are becoming more and more surreal to the point where like some of my favorite memes is I just like like this one.
It's and it's a very distorted Mario, and it's a bunch of M's.
It's
But like, if that and like a picture of like white and gray squares is what's funny now, if that's where we're at now, where are we going? Like, what is my little brother gonna be laughing at when he's our age?
yeah, like
It
Probably-
might just full circle.
By that point, he might
That's
see
exactly.
air molecules.
We
and
were
laugh at
talking,
them.
yeah, or like find a leaf on the ground and laugh. But me and Nick were talking about how it's gonna go full circle. Like right now, he's sending rage comics, and they're funny again. But then that's not gonna be funny anymore.
But
To send them
yes, yeah.
ironically, but then when you send them ironically, in like 10 years from now, it'll be really funny again.
Either that or what John was saying, like when you see a leaf on the ground, like comedy might just what some people might call devolve, what I, an intellectual, would like to say
Sponsored by
evolve.
Devolver.
It might change to where literally life is a fucking joke. So like you see the color red on this table, and you're like, there's no other red on the table, and like that becomes like. And like you see a leaf, you're like, that leaf is supposed to be in that tree, and you just like cackle like for hours. Like life just might be like just become a joke, and like eventually, like a couple presidents away, he's just gonna be like, and people are gonna be like, and that'll be a fucking press conference. And like the North Korean president will like FaceTime the other president.
You're being
I
pretty
don't know.
optimistic, buddy.
I don't know, man. The dictator, whatever.
What day did
President
we see
implies
eighth grade?
democracy.
Yeah, that's true.
The opening
the
night, so
head-
August 2nd.
Okay.
The head of North Korea will like Skype the U.S. president, and he'll be like, "This guy's using Skype. This is so old," and then they just laugh, and that's how wars are done. That was a war.
Okay. I would like to point out that I think the ultimate jokes, the ones that have always been funny in human history and never go old, are ones that like are especially about the human body. What am I referring to? Potty humor. Poo poo pee pee.
Like that's
No,
Still
okay.
funny.
All jokes aside, when someone farts in school, I can't help but be like,
like it's
No, seriously, they have always been funny. You go back thousands of years. Some of the first jokes are just poo-poo jokes. I'm pretty sure there's like graffiti and
thousands of years back.
I'm fairly certain. Like I saw somewhere that there was graffiti in Pompeii that it was just someone drew a dick, or someone said that someone else like made like stinky poops.
See, I believe that because still, I'm almost 18 years old, and I was just in summer school like a month ago, and someone farted, like there's this kid, and he farted like every single day, but he was like also like a very talkative kid.
Stop.
Fuck. Just now?
Yeah.
Cool. It was he farted like every day, but he was also like somewhat popular, and he like talked to the teacher and stuff. And so like when he farted, people were just like, "Oh, haha, this is funny," and not like, "Oh, he's a weird kid." But like the teacher would get like genuinely upset about it, and he'd be like,
About
and, like,
passing natural gas?
"Well, no, like because when he did it, he like forced it out, and
Okay.
like everyone
Like,
started laughing."
caused a disturbance.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a man crying.
It's a man crying, and it says farting and pooping be like pee up, poop, foop, blorf, poop.
What the fuck?
The reason I say that they are mean, those are jokes that will never go old and have never gotten old, and I believe will always be taboo, is because they're gross. You fart in an elevator, people aren't probably gonna laugh. They're gonna be like, "Oh God, now it stinks."
Yeah.
But like you fart in a classroom with other people nearby. Maybe if you don't force it, it's funnier if you just let it go. It's fucking hilarious. Like we read Hamlet in AP Literature. There are so many poop jokes and sex jokes. There are so many just hidden in there because like Shakespeare understood like how to make comedy towards like like higher ups, like the queen, and he also knew how to make comedy that like the lower people or like the normal people would get.
Yeah.
Like they aren't gonna get like successions of kings because like that's not really like what they deal with. They deal with like poo poo pee pee fart. And that's absolutely hilarious.
What I was saying about the kid though is like it would be like every single day after lunch he would like cause a distraction and the teacher would like he'd just wait and like everyone would keep laughing and like I was the oldest one in the classroom because like I'm gonna be like a senior next year and they were all anyways.
Were they all freshmen? Were you a class of freshmen?
It was freshmen, sophomores, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I wasn't a very smart freshman, sophomore, and my counselor didn't tell me that I failed that class, and I never bothered to like look it up. So I was kind of surprised this last. Thank you. But like even
we
like
need to make a soundboard so it like
Yeah.
goes straight
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
interface.
even in my like 17 3/4 years of living, like I've never not been able to like hold back laughter when someone farts. Like I didn't really like the kid and he was like kind of annoying, but like it was pretty funny when everyone was like and then he was like oops like it's like yeah, I definitely believe.
I do believe that there is a lot of magic behind laughter, and I do not quote me on any of this, but I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of like research that has been going into like the science of jokes and like why we laugh at things. It seems to be like a really human thing to do, to just laugh at things, or especially primates, because like you see gorillas laugh or like do something that looks like a laugh.
And I laugh at gorillas.
Yeah.
Because they're big and stupid.
Because they're completely inferior to us.
Poop. If there are any gorillas out there, please don't kill us.
Darn it, I'm a girl.
The average gorilla is like 6 times stronger than the average man.
But that's it. That's all they got. I can do math.
Doesn't mean they can't break the glass in the exhibit.
Actually,
they could if
at,
they wanted
at
to.
the
We've
zoo,
never seen a gorilla at full power. What if a gorilla trained?
I used to live in Omaha, Nebraska, and it's got like the 4th best zoo in the entire world.
Yeah.
And there's actually like a video that went viral of a gorilla from that zoo charging at the glass and shattering it. Well, not shattering it, but like
Cracking.
Like cracking it is
Yeah.
what I meant. Yeah.
Gorillas are fucking insane.
Yeah. And then immediately, like everyone just started running out, and it was so weird because like I went like every day in my childhood because like my grandma was like rich as shit, and she just, I think it was my grandma. I don't know. We went all
me.
the time. And like to see like, oh my god!
Oh, dude.
No, I'm just staring at it right now.
Oh my god.
there he is.
Look at him go.
What's up?
It's so tiny.
Oh my god. Mine. Oh my god. Yeah.
And next
So-
time he
some-
co-
someone
next-
else record
Yeah, next
it.
time he comes.
Just have a fourth or a third camera set up.
Yeah, Jimmy's got us.
Look at him.
You're not gonna be able to eat that, guy. That's paper.
That's just straight paper, you big fat idiot.
No, I don't want to.
Stupid mouse dummy. You're gonna what?
He's trying to get it in little crack.
Wait, what'd you do?
It was just paper. I don't want him to
Oh.
eat the paper and get poisoned.
It's not like his life has any value. It's a
He's so insignificant.
Insignificant.
what?
Shouldn't we get your cat in here?
You think his cats are
Good.
good enough to be mousers? They're old.
Mousers?
Yeah, that's what cats.
Mousers?
Did you just call my cat a mouse? We were just.
Why don't we just call
Is
it
that a
cat?
racial slur?
Yeah, you hard art his cat, dude.
That's not socially acceptable, Nick. I'm sorry.
God, we were just talking about that. Fucking. I want to point out that earlier, Jimmy made a joke about how pee is stored in the balls, and we all laughed at it and the only reason we laughed at it is because we are so deep into the layers of memes that like only if you know as many layers as we do would you laugh at that.
I would like to say that I have a different theory that why we laugh at it is because Obviously, we know it's not true. And so saying
Yeah,
that
I
is
was gonna
funny.
say that might be more funny, or that might be the reason it's more funny.
That might be a
rather
bad example.
Wait, P
But
is in
I-
stored
I-
in the balls?
You
That might be a
idiot.
bad example, but
I know what you mean, though. I do know what you mean.
Like,
It's like
when we look,
humor is so varied, and like it can either have like 80 billion layers upon it, like a lot of internet humor. You need to go through actual years of nuances and like changes, and like rage comics. There's so many nuances in those. It started with like one picture, and then like there were people that like altered the picture and then altered it again, made variations to that, made parodies of that, and then.
you want a drink?
You want to slurp, kiddo?
he just went up on the wall.
I'm gonna take the lid off of this
beast.
and just have him munch on some ice.
Okay.
God.
But yeah, like the only people laughing at the memes we laugh at are people within 3 years of our age. Because if you grew up looking at exactly what we looked at the different ages, then you have all of that backup knowledge, and that's why the ones that are so deep are so funny. But like my little brother, if I show him stuff we laugh at, he's gonna be extremely confused.
There's
Or like someone like 3 years older than us. Or
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know, maybe like 5 years older than us.
There's gonna be like one point where Nick and I are both like
It's a
22 and you guys are
podcast.
21, and you guys will
Nick,
think one
get off
specific
your
thing
phone,
is
please.
hilarious
Trying to find
that we
material.
thought was funny
We
the
have it
previous
all.
year.
Like last year we were not, well, like 2 years ago we were not laughing at images of the letter J. But now we are, and you just
Yeah.
cannot get much. I showed.
It was actually like a year ago that we laughed at. It was like
Yeah.
just under a year ago.
I actually have like an example because I was talking to some online friends of mine who I do like voiceover project stuff with.
He was just taking a slurp from the cup.
What a
And,
good boy.
Whoa.
I honestly just want to have him and keep him as pet. My cat would eat him.
Small doggo getting
Immediately.
some. Small doggo getting some schmackos.
Look.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Small doggo having a slurpo.
But I was talking to some online friends of mine, and I was talking about whenever Elvis, Jimmy, and I were all in our Broadcast 2 class, and we were just talking, and I was on the computer in the back corner of the room where we usually hang out, and I Google imaged the letter A.
Yeah.
And then you guys were talking, and I was just like cackling at the computer monitor the entire time. And you guys were like, "What is so funny?" And I scrolled onto the image. It was just the letter A. And then all of us started laughing.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my friends about that, and they were just like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, because your friends are not
So
on our
fast.
level yet.
Yeah.
That goes on with like what we were saying is you've got to be on a certain tier to understand a lot of jokes.
And I believe there might be like
Okay.
I believe there might be a small group of people who are like even beyond where we are. I think Nick is the deepest out of all of us.
I
for
do
sure.
believe that you guys. I think you might have a point that like, because I think about like how exponentially fast communication has been just in the past like 20 years, like
Crazy
the
fast.
past 120 years, communication has gone from like telegraphs to like telephones, and then like the invention of I think sonar led. Or one invention in like the 30s or 40s that helped with radar eventually led to the internet, and the internet made communication go so fucking fast that like that's why like someone will die and you will get jokes within minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if it can keep going faster. I don't know if it'll be able to go faster than we are. Like internet jokes could be faster than like society changes. Or maybe like internet changing makes society change faster, because there's some evidence of that. Like just in the past like 20 years, things have gotten pretty progressive comparatively, and I think it has a lot to do with like internet culture getting to people, and just like being generally accepting. But I guess it's just kind of hard to say. Maybe we just don't have enough imagination to think what the next memes are going to be. Maybe we're thinking about it too hard, and they're just going to be the
Yeah.
same things.
Because like,
no, but yeah,
where do
probably,
you go
if we're
from
being-
the color yellow?
Where do
Nowhere.
you go
The
from
color blue.
Mellow yellow.
That'll be it for this.
That'll be it.
No, me and Nick were at the gas station, and I showed him my phone, and it was off, and he started laughing at it.
No,
and
it's
then
at
it
the
went
gas
from
station.
there.
We were on
Whenever-
our way to the gas station. I
Yeah.
showed you like a blank picture. It was just white, and then you showed me black, and then I turned off. I turned off my phone first, and then you. I think we both thought of the same thing at the
Yeah.
same time.
And then
I took my phone off the case and just showed you the case, and then you just showed me your hand.
and then you were like, "Hey Elvis," and we laughed. And then we laughed. And
you looked at me, and I cackled.
like
Oh
you
my
cannot
God.
get further than that.
Like maybe you can, and we just don't have the.
Like, we're being
imagination.
naive.
Steph is just not even saying, "Hey, Nick." It's just
No, that was the last
Being
one.
in
Is
the
that I
same
didn't say
room.
anything,
Just
and then he started laughing.
existing. It's funny now.
Like somehow people are gonna be able like figure out that the soul exists.
We've
And then-
unlocked
and
the
then-
other 90% of our.
Oh God,
Milk
we'll
and
just
eggs,
start
bitch.
blipping out of existence. God's like, they're too far.
God.
They know too much.
Could Jesus sin?
what?
That's not the topic.
That'll be next podcast.
Actually, I
Can
think
Jesus
about
sin?
that a lot. What if a kid was born and he just didn't commit any, like it just never occurred to him to commit sin, and he never thought thoughts that were like evil or something? Would he just become Jesus?
It depends. I guess I'm not a Christian. I shouldn't say anything about this.
Hey Christians, let us know in the comments below. If you don't sin, are you Jesus?
I actually talked to Anthony about this a while back when
Yeah.
my friend quit karate. He was a Seventh-day Adventist, and his whole deal was that he started thinking that he was becoming too
It's a little
prideful, and he said like I only have one master, and that is God. And I respect him so much for like being so true to his convictions like that he quit something that he genuinely loved because he thought that it was interfering with like his faith in God.
Wow.
Yeah, like actually it's
I'm a very bad Christian.
and I was talking to Joseph and Anthony while he was like thinking about that, and Anthony was talking about it and Joseph did, and then I just talked to Anthony and I said, hey Anthony, I was wondering, maybe I just want your opinion on this. Do you believe Jesus can sin, or do you believe that he just didn't sin because he was that holy? I don't remember his answer, but if Anthony, if you're in the comments below, go ahead and give that answer to us right now.
I mean, I'm living with him.
Go
He'll
check out
probably watch
Saviello Street, our friend Anthony's channel.
it. He'll probably be on the podcast one
Yeah,
day.
he did the
Yeah, of
Kiki
course.
challenge last I saw.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
On his
We
YouTube?
hope
We
to-
actually
No, on his Instagram, I thought.
Snapchat.
We're working on a little improv video that we shot last night that'll be up on his channel.
Really?
Probably
Well,
before this
he
comes
filmed
out.
me, and he was like, "I'm gonna put all of this stuff on my channel," and we filmed a bunch of stuff during the last Munch Boys, and then he never uploaded
Well,
it.
except I'm editing it.
And that'll end today's episode of the Boycast. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
See you later. We went from memes talking about sin.
Talk about the N word. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
that
the
just kind of
N-word
came up.
memes to
I
sin.
think that's a
Do you
good
wanna-
natural.
Just
You can't match that.
yeah, I can.
Man, you know what? Even if I take the headphones off, it's just the same.
Yeah.
Oh, man!
yeah. I just
Oh,
wish you would
man,
stop
Nick!
doing that.
Please
not
stop!
Nick. People,
Stop!
people are never gonna listen to our podcast.
I'm not phased at all.
You told me to.
Why would you do that?
You actually.
God, Nick.
You actually said, "Go ahead and get your frequencies
Hey,
up, buddy."
instead of improving that song, what if we do what we just did earlier, where we all play instruments and one of us is like pitching in? Because that was really fucking
Yeah,
good.
that was funny.
No, yeah, like maybe Nick should beatbox so I can sing.
Yeah.
And then
I
John.
can't beatbox very well.
Just. There we go. All right, John, get in there.
Go like boom, boom, boom. Oh shit.
Y'all already know who it is.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Memes and words.
Oh, yeah.
Memes racial slurs and memes. Yeah.
Memes, the N-word. We laugh at turds. That's the only thing that I could rhyme with words. That's the only thing I thought of. We'll see you guys next week. Or in 2 weeks.
That's my fucking instrument.